Okay, guys. So in typical Addon style, this is really not going to be. This is going to be no frills. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up your interface, install the add-on, and get you up to this point. And also, thank you for being beta testers. Okay, so this is where we're going to roughly get you up to here. So let's reset Blender. So File, Default, Load Factory Settings. Okay, so goodbye Blender. So the first thing that I like to do when I'm setting things up for animation is I like to get rid of everything I don't need. So basically on all of these tabs, I just go through and I remove everything. So it is a bit tedious. This is not something that you have to do. It's just something I like to do. The other thing I like to do is I like to turn my menus off. So I'm just right clicking and I'm just clicking show menu. And I pretty much do this to every menu that I come in contact with. So that's pretty much it. So we're almost there. The next thing that I like to do is just blow everything away. Then I like to turn all this stuff off. And that gets us roughly in the ballpark. The next step after that is I drag up from these corners here. So I like to drag up like this. And then I like to just open up the dope sheet. Okay. The next thing is we want to drag this window out, and then what happens is if we just drag down on the corner, it's going to collapse and fold this down. So almost there. Now if we take our outliner panel and we hold down the control key and then drag across, we have our outliner, and then if we drag up here, now we have a UI that is very similar to the one that I'm using. The other thing that I like to do is I like to double click on the tab and I like to call this work. I might come in here, oops, let me just deselect that, escape. Okay, the other thing I like to do sometimes is I like to put the material shader in here and then I just fold it up just like that. So that's pretty much it. Then basically what I do is I like to just duplicate the layout and I like to make this one preview. And so pretty much what I do with this one is I just end up closing everything down. So I pretty much get to this result. And the other thing I like to do is I like to turn this off and make sure it's in Eevee mode. And then that's it. That one's set. And then what we do is we come over to here and we can save this as our default startup. So that's pretty much it for this one. The next one, I'm going to show you how to install the add-on. Okay, thanks guys.